In the Sunshine Leaks Part 4, we expose how Marcelo Claure, co-founder of Brightstar, an electronics distributor acquired by Softbank, had a close relationship with a Mexican criminal arrested for drug trafficking and an illegal firearm, and used that relationship to promote Brightstar. In Part 5, we show how Claure used backdoor deals and illicit business practices to support Brightstar. In addition to Claure's relationship with Carlos Becerra, a Mexican-American businessman arrested for drug trafficking, Claure leveraged his relationship with Solomon Dennis Trujillo, another Mexican-American businessman, to advance Brightstar. Trujillo, a former trade policy advisor in the Clinton and Bush administrations, awarded lucrative contracts to Brightstar during his tenure as CEO of Telstra, Australia's largest telecom company. Ben Sharma, managing director of Australian electronics distributor Roadhound Electronics, claimed that Brightstar's contract with Telstra was the result of backdoor deals between Claure and Trujillo, and that Trujillo did not follow the usual open and competitive tender process previously used by Telstra. Brightstar's Australian subsidiary was also investigated by the Australian Securities and Investment Commission for the Telstra contract after Brightstar pursued every legal avenue to shield its books from scrutiny. In 2010, Brightstar was ultimately compelled to file its financial statements by ASIC, and its contract with Telstra was subject to an internal assessment after Trujillo's departure, which resulted in Telstra significantly reducing its reliance on Brightstar for handset sourcing. In 2015, after Claure's appointment as CEO of Sprint, likely in exchange for Trujillo awarding exorbitant contracts to Brightstar while he was at Telstra, Sprint hired Trujillo as a short-term consultant with compensation in excess of $25 million. Brightstar was also challenged in US courts by 3 insurance companies with whom Brightstar filed questionable reimbursement claims for lost stock. Shortly after Brightstar was acquired by Softbank, a large stock of Samsung handsets went missing from GetGoods, a storage facility in Germany. Brightstar's German operations were overseen by Arturo Osorio, president of Brightstar's global operations. Arturo began his career with CHS, the electronics distributor headed by his brother Claudio Osorio, who remains in federal prison in Florida. Brightstar executives visited GetGoods' warehouse in October 2013 to verify the existence of the Samsung handsets. Shortly after the visit, GetGoods executives informed Brightstar that the inventory was missing. One of Brightstar's insurers, Star Indemnity, sent an investigations team to the warehouse and learned that Brightstar stock was sold, which Brightstar claims was done without its authorization. In legal filings, Brightstar asserted that despite receiving emails from Samsung with the IMEI numbers for the missing handsets, Brightstar employees could not locate the emails. Brightstar then claimed that despite receiving emails from GetGoods listing the individual serial numbers of the stock, Brightstar did not retain all of the data provided by GetGoods. It was helpful that Brightstar did not have the data provided by Samsung and GetGoods when it lodged claims against 3 insurance providers in the United States to recover monetary damages for the missing stock. Star Indemnity, one of the insurance companies, filed a lawsuit against Brightstar in December 2013 in the Southern District of New York for insurance fraud. Although Brightstar claimed that the stock was missing for unexplained and mysterious reasons, Star Indemnity's independent investigation determined that the stock was sold, allegedly with Brightstar's authorization. 6 months later, certain underwriters at Lloyd's of London also filed a lawsuit against Brightstar and its German subsidiary. In this case, Brightstar claimed that the stock did not go mysteriously missing, but was sold by GetGoods without Brightstar's authorization, an admission made by GetGoods CEO Marcus Rockstad-Mies. Brightstar fraudulently backdated and increased its insurance coverage with Lloyd's before filing for damages, according to pleadings filed by Lloyd's. Both cases were ultimately dismissed. In an unrelated dispute beginning in 2019, Brightstar and its affiliates, including Sprint and Softbank, were sued by another telecom business, Subscriber Holdings, for stealing intellectual property. Although Sprint and Softbank were terminated as defendants, a joint venture they created in 2015, Mobile Leasing Solutions, remains a defendant in the ongoing litigation. Subscriber claims that during 2012, Brightstar, and specifically Claure, misled Subscriber into divulging confidential information by pretending to want to develop a partnership. Subscriber alleges that Brightstar and Claure knowingly misused subscribers' trade secrets and confidential information in violation of a non-disclosure agreement, and without authority used and/or disseminated the misappropriated information in early upgrade programs employed at Sprint, Softbank, and MLS. The lawsuit is ongoing, with Brightstar disputing the 3-year statute of limitations on subscribers' claim, alleging that the case should be dismissed as any divulsion of confidential information would have taken place in early 2013. In Part 6 of the Sunshine Leaks, we will show how Claure uses his position at Softbank for personal gain and influence peddling.